Since the dawn of time, the created species has formed itself into hierarchies. Nature reveals an understanding of authority. Arctic wattles yield to the emperor penguin. Small stingers submit to the queen bee. The human species is no exception. In human institutions, leaders rise to the top of the chain. These rulers become the face of society, an example of leadership for future generations to look up to. What an important role this leadership is. But this leadership doesn't always get into the right hands. As fans of the baseball game know all too well, this precious leadership can often be seized by villains. For the last year, the baseball game has been ruled by ruthless and tyrannical kings of the league. These men have tarnished the once pure and innocent nature of the sport, inflicting their unbearable rule onto fans all around the world. And though it once seemed as though balance had been restored, the villain struck back, seizing his hold over another title. And in recent days, this tyrant has only doubled down on his status.
You know what, fine. I'll stay right here. I'll stay right here! I'm the villain. Bring it on. Bring it on. Okay? I am the villain.
As it stands now, fans of the game are left with only one choice: suffer under the maniacal terror of these two men. Unless a revolution begins.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen. Do it. Screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music.
As centuries of history have proven, tyrannical rule isn't always inevitable. The power to bring integrity back to corrupted institutions lies in the hands of the seemingly powerless. Today, the baseball game can experience a revolution of this kind, as 10 players seek to kick these kings off their throne. From their humble abode in a port city in Germany, we begin with the two most beloved players in league history. These two mediocre players turned themselves into underdog legends, pulling off an upset that sports experts are still raving about.
And there's never been that big of a spread where an upset's been pulled off in the history of this tournament. This is the biggest upset in the history of the tournament.
All eyes are on these giant slayers today as they seek to prove that a fluke truly is one of the most common fish in the sea.
Hey, he's safe. Let's go, David! Let's go, David!
From a scorching metropolis down the Atlantic, a longtime veteran teams up with the sport's newest face, hoping that new talent can catch the villain off guard. With such a newly formed team, experts are being bluntly pessimistic about these hopefuls' chances today.
Don't have a chance of coming out of the Western Conference, let alone winning the championship.
Yeah.
Despite the media's doubts, this star thinks he and his rookie teammate can shock the world today.
I honestly think we have a strong shot beating either one of those teams. We just need to get one win there.
Fans watch to see if these new typewriters can etch their ink into the history books today, pulling off one of the greatest surprises in sports history. From their small West Coast town, two young prospects look to build on a decent debut last winter. Though the hopes of many in sports media aren't very high,
So you're saying there's a chance? No, I don't think there's a chance.
these two youngsters are tucking a pretty big game out of their small chinchilla mouths.
I think it's important to note that we weren't there last year, so that's why they won. So it's just that this year we're here.
The world watches to see if these chinchillas are the real deal, or if these tiny rodents aren't ready for the big stage. From a small township in the Midwest, a veteran hot off a major title, and a woman challenger looking to make history. Many are objecting to the idea of a female champion, as only male champion so far has been perfectly okay.
It's not okay. It's necessary. What the hell are we going to do without men?
But this player is focused solely on leading a generation of future women.
I can just take one step for women, just by being a part of the baseball game and giving them an opportunity for someone to look up to. I'm happy to be that.
And with many players feeling the pressure under the bright lights of the championship, this recent major winner is surprisingly calm about his chances this weekend.
I think we'll be chilling for sure.
Fans await to see if these blimps soar above the clouds or deflate to the ground against elite competition a day. From a quaint town made TV famous, two of the all-time greats look to direct their decorated careers towards taking down the enemy. Due to this player's countless postseason struggles, many of his biggest fans are demanding the lights be dimmed for him on the brightest stage.
No, get those lights off! Off! Turn them off, they're too bright, turn them off! Turn them off, let's go, ready? Turn off the lights! Turn off the lights!
But this generational talent is assuring his fans that he'll be outshining the bright lights this weekend.
Every year I've stopped a little bit short. I've almost gotten there, but almost is not enough. This year I'm ready to take it home.
But while he focuses on overcoming his rumored curse, his teammate is wasting no time establishing who his worst enemy is.
So I think he's a little bit overrated, to be honest with you, and I really don't think that the Montezuma Nandippers deserve to be champions, and I look forward to proving that.
These bold comments have sparked hysterical outrage from some of media's biggest names.
That is blasphemous! That is blasphemous! How dare you? How dare you say such a thing? That is insanity!
These two legends look to channel the glory of their mascot today, sprinting back home with a title in hand. This beautiful game has been held captive in the hands of evil for far too long. It is time to reclaim power over this sport we love so much. Welcome to the 2023 Baseball Game Championship.